Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel, BST African Electronic Surgery. And we have a challenge today. Someone bring this item for repair. So, for sure, I never used this item, but we have to fix this. So, what is this item? This is a Laminator A4 basic machine. It's just a laminating machine. You know, this, or what I know, this kind of machine is being used by those who are doing photocopying and printing. I never used this. The owner came in with the device has no power. So yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So what I will do, I'll plug this to AC. We have this AC cable. Let me unplug it. It's plugged, and here we have the switch called off and on. If I put on this side, the laminator will be cold at the center is off. This far end, it will be hot. So it's not doing anything. I believe I might hear like sound, like lights, any sign of life, but it's just dead. You can't see anything. Was it on the hot side? So what can be inside this? That is a very good question. What can be inside this? How the laminator is working? We do have the AC, and I can see some rollers inside here. Probably those are the heating elements, which is connected probably to 220, 230, 240 AC. That's what I think. I don't know. But we have to figure it out how this thing is working, so that we'll try to see how we can fix, how we can treat the situation. So what we know, this is a laminating machine, and if it's not turning on, probably we have something wrong with the power supply. And how this power supply is working AC, and these rollers, they are connected to the AC motor, maybe, or I don't have a motor, I don't know about that. We do have another switch here, ABS. I don't know what this is doing, but my main concern is this switch, because when you turn it to hot or cold, we must hear something. So let's get inside. Let's get inside and try to find out what is the problem. Let's get inside. How this is working? Do you have a switching power supply? Do you have just wires going to the heating, to those rollers, which I believe they are the heating element to bend the plastic when we are laminating? That's what I think. So all the screws are out. How will I check out this? Okay. Seems as if the top cover is coming out. Maybe. I'm trying to. Which one is supposed to come out? Maybe, maybe this side was. Must have. Yeah, I was on the wrong direction. Actually, the top cover is coming out. Okay, we do have the plastic thing here. So we are inside our laminating machine. So let's try to read out what's going on here. We have the AC cable here, which is coming here to this small board. And after that, we have these two things, which I believe these are, what do I call this one? Thermistor, varistor, thermostat. I believe these are thermostat to read temperature. I think these two things, they have something to do with the temperature of the rollers inside. You can see those rollers inside. We have like two. Okay. And what do we have here? This thing. That's the AC 220 TYC 50-F AC motor. This is just a AC motor, 4 watts. 4 watts, 220 to 240 volts. So in order to have this thing working, we must have the AC in and the AC out, which is going to this motor to turn out these rollers, which are inside, to pull out the plastic. Okay. So what can be fault? We do have some diodes here. What can be fault? Can you pull this thing out? That's the board. We have those two diodes. We have another small diodes. We have this, looks like some capacitors. We have one fuse, like three resistors. What is this? This looks like a blown up fuse. Check here. This. What is this? Yeah, 250 volts. 250 volts, 10 amps fuse. This is a fuse, and the fuse is blown up. So why the fuse is blown up, we don't know. The fuse is blown up, we don't know. But what I would do, I'll check those diodes. Check this thing. Checking what this thing is doing when I'm checking those diodes. This one we have red light. The other one we have blue light. So what about the switch? How we can test this switch? I move the switch to the center. It's not beeping. I move it to the far end. It is beeping. So the code side is working. What about this hot side? Beeping, I move to the center. So the switch is good. So my question is, why the fuse blown up? Because we are dealing with high voltage here. We should make sure here. Okay. I checked the diodes, so they are good. The switch is good. So far the problem. Concentrate on this 10 amps fuse. Let's check out this fuse. Yeah, it's in two pieces. The fuse is in two pieces. We need to see, because the problem I can't see any. There's no many two things here. That is the problem. We don't have too many things here. This thing is working with the too much heat and high voltage, so it's very possible that this fuse blown up after something else is been shorted. Like we have this motor. Let me see the wires which are going to the motor here. Let me check the motor. How we are checking the motor? The motor should not be like 0 0, because we have live and neutral here. High voltage 220 volts. So on the motor side I can't see any short. Yeah, that's the fuse. It's blown up. So let's come with our own fuse. How we are replacing fuse? How we are replacing fuses? I think I have some videos where I was replacing fuse with a very low ohms resistor. So let's look for a very low ohms resistor. That resistor should be a fuse also. That's not a problem. Now the hard part is to find a resistor. I do have this Sierra board. We can look for a resistor here. We need a very low ohms resistor. Very low ohms resistor. I got this. That's the first one. Why am I failing to get more resistors? Can you believe that is now hard to find even a resistor? Let me check here. We need a resistor. I know you can't check a resistor and get the proper value when it is soldered on the PCB board. I'll take out all those resistors and check. I'll do proper checking, don't worry. So everything is fake these days. I never found like a like a laminator with the power supply problem. I never fixed one during my lifetime. I never fix any. But now everyone is doing fake things these days. Everyone is trying to do fake things these days. So do you have those three resistors? I'll put my multimeter on ohms. I'll take the lowest value. We have like 10 ohms. Okay. And this one. Zero ohms. And this one. 2 ohms. 2 ohms. 0 ohms, 2 ohms, and 10 ohms. Let's. Okay. Let's put a 2 ohms resistor. Let's put a 2 ohms resistor. Let's put a 2 ohms resistor. That should give us results if everything is okay and it's only the fuse. We must have results. We must have results. We must have results. Oh. So by doing this, either we now have a working laminating machine or or perfect. Either we now have a working laminating machine or we just created a bomb here. There are two options. So let's put back this. We want to test. We have to test. We have to test. I need to put the top cover so that when something get explode, I'll be safe. Because for sure I tested everything, looks fine. But for some reason the fuse is just blown up. So in this case we must expect anything. In this case we have to expect anything. So now we don't put any screw. I'll plug it on power. It's off already. On. And it's working. You hear the sound? Check here. We now have lights. Off. Check here. Off. Now it's on the cold side. We have this red light. You see the red light? And I can hear the sound of the motor. Wow. We are lucky. So how come this laminator we just found like a blown up fuse? Too much heat, high currents. Every component is meant to die. Like the way how this laminator is working. The way how this laminator is working. It's working on the AC, which is being generated from the AC motor to turn out the rollers, which I believe those same rollers they are working as the heating element for the plastic paper which will be inserted on this area. So it's working fine. You see it's still on, off, the light goes off, cold side, we have light, sender, it's off, hot, we have light. So what we did, we replaced this guy. This is a 10 amps fuse with our own fuse, which is a very low ohms resistor. So like, subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell, and try to share our videos to your beloved ones, friends and relatives, and also to make sure that you won't miss the best stuff from the channel. Just turn on the notification bell for future updates, and we'll try to find better jobs. This was just a 5-10 minutes job, but I spent too much time trying to analyze how the thing is working and trying to explain how we can treat the situation. But replacing a fuse, I don't think I need 5 minutes to do that. Just 2 minutes or 1 minute job. I'll open the thing, I found, oh, the fuse is blown up. I'll replace the fuse and the thing will start working. But we try to make these videos like informative. We try to diagnose step by step so that those who are on the beginner side will see how they treat situations on different devices. So see you on the next one. Bye.